I ain't dropping no more op music.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about these Atlanta RICO cases, man. Now, last week, a journalist by the name of George Chidi dropped a bombshell when he named a new group to this whole RICO situation. And it was involving, in the tweet, Playboi Carti and Future. Now, Future being one of the most streamed artists in the world right now, this was the major news, man. It was breaking news like no other, right? And then you add in Playboi Carti, who is arguably one of the most standout and fanned out rappers in the new school, and you associate a RICO case and a gang into that, man, it's gonna be news all over the place, right? So there was this group that's called Homicide, and allegedly it's a gang. And there's a member of that group who went to social media and let it be known that he's about to change up his whole format with this talks of RICO cases coming, man. Now, this guy goes by the name of Little One DTE. Now, DTE is short for Duct Tape. Now, Duct Tape is a group that's out of Atlanta, mostly a lot of guys from Decatur, a lot of people from the east side or whatnot. But if you notice, a lot of the people who are associated with Homicide also have these DTE chains, just like Lil One DTE, or they either have it in their profile, right? So what we're going to do is listen to Lil One talk about the upcoming RICO case, or the rumor of a RICO, and how it's affected him and how he's going to change up his whole style, and look at some other members in jail and how they're making some waves. Now with that, before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about Lil One DTE, man. Now he took to social media to say how this whole RICO case and the news of a RICO potentially coming to Homicide has pretty much got him switching up his whole style. So let's check out that video.
Looking boy. I ain't dropping no more op music. I'm dropping strictly positive music. If you mad at me and you thought I was mad at you, brother, you got it. I ain't dropping no more of that stuff. I ain't making no more of that crazy stuff. I was lying on that stuff anyway. I was making music, having fun. But it looking boy. I ain't dropping no more op music. I'm dropping strictly positive music. If you mad at me and you thought I was mad at you, brother, you got it. No more of that stuff. I ain't making no more of that crazy stuff. I was lying on that stuff anyway. I was making music, having fun.
Okay, now as you heard in that video, he basically said that the way that things are going right now, it got him thinking of changing things up, man. He's not going to drop any more op music. I mean, it's wild because he has a song called Op Pack that has thousands of views, you know what I mean? And he's even got a song called Homicide, spelled the same way that it's stylized when it's spelled as a gang. So people are looking at this and being like, you know what? He might have a point, to be honest with you. Like the threat of a RICO and having to deal with all that, being in court, being in jail, going through all that, man, forget all that, man. Who wants to go through that at all? Like, it make more sense to switch up your style and not diss any ops or anything like that. You even heard him say in the video, hey, if I had a problem with you and you had a problem with me, hey, you got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Letting it be known that, hey, on these records, I ain't gonna address none of this stuff no more, man. I'm gonna leave that alone, man, because it's better to play it safe than sorry and be dealing with a RICO case later on down the line. But the crazy part about this is, the way these RICO cases go, they've been looking at you either for a couple of years, some time, you know? They build that case. Like, look at YSL. That's been going on since 2015, I believe it said. So you're talking about a long time at looking at text messages, looking at videos, looking at IG posts, and there's been so much between Henchman and Homicide that was on social media. It just, man, it might be a little too late. But I mean, as far as the music, if he's a rapper, and he also said at the end, he said, yo, all that stuff I was saying in my raps was not real, which is smart, man. It's almost to the point like you got to be like Lil Durk and have a disclaimer like, yo, this is just for entertainment when you go to dissing somebody or dissing something, you know what I mean? But dude, he made a lot of sense to me. Now, what's even crazier is some alleged associates of homicide that are in jail. Another guy who is closely related to DTE by the name of Problem Child 5. Now, Problem Child 5 is in jail, man. Now, right now, he's looking at a lot of time and he's facing 5 different murder charges, but according to some of the sources out there, somehow it's tied to the same murder case from 2019. Now, Problem Child was in jail recently, and all of a sudden his social media started going crazy, and I think he was wondering why. And it could be several things. Right now, there's a lot of talk about Atlanta's jail, like the Fulton County jail, because it's like one person dying a week in there. It's going crazy, like right now. I mean, there's big news about that, right? Then also, you got a situation where, you know, there's a lot of people talking about homicide and DTE and trying to see, you know, who the players are, who the people from each of these groups are, and they might have been, you know, struck genuine interest up again. So let's actually look at that video of him in jail.
My boy, back up in, beat, Jack. Come on, we up here. Man, why did? Yeah. Get the tripping. Yeah. Get the tripping.
Now, as you saw in that video, they were going pretty wild in there, man. There was a lot going on, like as far as those cats in jail. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a crazy situation in Fulton County Jail with all these different gangs that are at each other's neck in the streets, and now they're getting packed full of them in these RICO cases. So, man, there was a lot of, you know, throwing up signs and all that. But they were really, really shocked at the amount of people who were jumping on that live. And people are probably just trying to see what's going on because of those reasons, because of the jail situation and that. And Homicide's name is out here a lot. And Problem Child is allegedly one of the members of Homicide. And he's also got a song with Future called Sticks Up. Now, there was a report, or I should say a post made by George Cheedy, who's a journalist in Atlanta who's been covering all these RICO cases and things that go on. And he put this out there about Problem Child. He says, I mean this. This is Michael Gunn, the rapper Problem Child 5. In Fulton County Jail, P5 is an East Atlanta gangster affiliated with DTE and Homicide. He's made music with Future. Gunn is accused of killing 5 people. Now, later on, it was revealed that Problem Child actually had been hit with 5 separate charges on the same murder case. So it's a little different than him killing 5 people, man. Regardless, loss of a life is a horrible thing, right? Now, what's crazy is we're starting to actually see a lot of this play out on social media, and it's got people going different directions. You've got people who are already locked up, who are obviously getting attention because of this, and now you have guys who are out here trying to make it in the rap game, people like Lil One DTE, who's trying to remove himself from the situation, especially when there's potential for a RICO case to be out here, man. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Is Lil One being right? Is he being smart about this? Say, hey, man, no more op music, no more dissing the dead, none of that, because right now they ain't playing. They talking about putting RICO charges on us? Or do you think that, man, it's not right that these RICO charges and things like that have people changing up their art and how they write their raps or whatnot? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Nan. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.